Hi all, welcome to today's healthy cooking session. Today I'll be cooking three varieties. One is the main course vegetable pulao. Second is soya chunks or a meal maker curry, and third one is the salad with dal. Right? Hope everyone is doing good. Sound safe. Stay at home. Right? So the main agenda of this session is to show you how can we cook these many varieties in a very short period of span of time, right? And also in a healthy manner, so that you will not miss the nutrition absorption, and also you get tasty and healthy meals cooked in very much short period of time. Hope everyone is having the time crunch, right? Within a short period of time, we need to cook a variety of meals. However, many members are there in the family, right? So let's see today how can we easily cook those many varieties. So today I'll be cooking vegetable pulao, soya meal or the meal chunk curry, and the third one is the dal, and fourth one is a salad. So let's start. So first I will switch on the stove and let the water boil for dal. Okay. So this is a stock pot where I'll be using for dal and salad. Down I'll be cooking dal. Let it boil for some time so that we can easily cook the dal. And this is a steamer where I'll be placing the salad portion. Okay, let it cook. And this is a wok where I will be showing you what the vegetable pulao cooked without any pressure cooking, so that your fiber is not lost, and also you can see the rice cooked very neatly and completely. And here in this I'll be cooking the soya chunk curry, right? And this is two kadais which are all are made up of surgical stainless steel with high quality steel of different plies, 7 ply, 18 ply and all. This is a 7 ply, oak is a 7 ply, which has different layers in between the vessel. Okay, so let me start doing the pulao also. So first I'll be keeping it in a medium flame. So all the cooking process, whatever I'm showing you today, it will be done in medium flame and the low flame, so that your nutrition is not lost, right? And second thing is that whenever you cook in high flame, all the nutrition is lost whenever you're cooking and the last cooking is done. So if you want the nutrition to be absorbed, you need to cook in the low to medium flame, and also your gas consumption will be very less, right? So, and here I'll be boiling the soya chunks. So usually in our household, whatever the cookware you're using, it can be aluminium or cast iron or non-stick, right? So these are all utensils which are used on a longer run. What will happen is that the toxicity will be entering into our body, and it is leading to many lifestyle concerns like thyroid, PCOD, PCOS concern. Most of the clients who are coming to me are 90% are hormonal imbalance clients, right? And third is the most what is I'm seeing is the gastric or the acidity issue. The gastric or the acidity issue occurs because when you are seeing the fiber is not there in the body. So in next few minutes I'll be sharing you how fiber is also important. See, now if you see that the water got boiled. Now I'll be, this also is heated up, so I have put it in low flame. Now let me put the dal in it so that it gets cooked meanwhile. So I have soaked the dal for 1 hour. Here I'm not doing any pressure cooking, so that the fiber is intact, it will be there, and protein is also very much available once you get cooked the dal and all, right? I'm adding little bit ghee to it. So I'll be placing the steamer above, and I will add this one salad to it. So here I am using the chickpea, the boiled I'll be boiling the chickpea now. I have soaked the chickpea overnight, right? And I'm placing it on the top of the steamer. And these are the cabbage cut so that I can use it for salad, right? I'll be keeping in a bowl. And side, these are the cucumber. You can eat it raw, or I prefer doing steaming, so that the taste is differently cooked, right? So I'm placing beside the chickpea. So once I will close it. Second. The glitches are common in everywhere in the household, right? So I have put the dal and the salad over in the stock pot and the steamer. Now let's start doing the vegetable pulao. I'm adding little ghee. Now adding the ginger garlic paste. One more advantage of cooking with this cookware is that you can use very less oil or ghee, right? So that your fat consumption is very minimal. Actually, if you see that you have to use only 500 ml per person in a month, the ghee or oil consumption, so that you are not end up having the bad fat over in the body, or you are not overdoing getting the fats. So let this get saute for some time. So I was mentioning about the fiber, right? So why how fiber is important in our day-to-day life. So whatever we are doing as a pressure cook, like we beat with rice, dal, or any curry, or pulao for the matter, we keep in the cooker and we go to for other chores and everything, right? So what will happen is that the vegetable, whatever it is getting cooked, it becomes mushy, and you see that it becomes very soft and the structure is totally changed. So there the collagen or the fiber content is totally lost, right? So you should make sure that your fiber is intact and even cooked. So this cookware will help you to make the fiber intact as in the vegetable, right? So I'm switching it to the low flame. Now I'm adding chili. Next, here I have taken the vegetables. If you are able to see, right, here I have taken the vegetables, carrot, tomato, potato, and even capsicum, onion, cauliflower, beans, and paneer, to show you how many vegetables are getting cooked without any pressure cook, and also get the tasty meats. So now I'm adding onion to it. So let it get cooked for some time. I'm adding little bit ghee to it. So let it get cooked. So every day my cooking gets completed with all the 4 varieties cooked on a daily basis within 1 hour or time frame, so that I have enough time for engaging my kids' school studies. And also my work, whatever it's pending with the consultations or with the follow-ups and all. So right now the water is boiled over here. Now we shall add the soya chunks to it so that it is get cooked. And every day I'll be cooking enough varieties so that we are having a family of 7 in the house, right? And my maximum time I'll be there in the kitchen is 1 hour to 1.5 hours. That's it, winding up everything, including all the cooking stuff and all, right? So coming to the cookware part, what I'm explaining you about last time, right? Aluminium or the cast iron or the non-stick. So we should not use aluminium or anything as such. If you see that, if you compare newly bought aluminium, for example, it is weighing you 10 kgs. If you cook on a longer run and if you weigh the same vessel, it will be lesser in the size, Why? Because the leaching is happening. Whenever you're cooking the food, the particle, whatever the vessel material is there, right? It is getting leached and it is entering in your body. So on a longer run, what will happen is that there will be issues with memory loss, the Alzheimer's, and it can lead to hormonal imbalances, acidity or gastric concern. And fourth thing is that you'll also end up seeing the cancerous particles entering your body. In the same way, if you may think that using non-stick vessel will help you to control the oil consumption. Yes, it definitely helps you to control the oil consumption. But what will happen is that if the one strain or the scratch happens to the non-stick, the leaching starts happening. The Teflon coating slowly starts coming out, and that gets mixed in the food, and it will be entered to your body, right? That is also not good for your health on a longer run. And you should discard as soon as you get that scratch. But we doesn't do, right? Because it is very expensive investment of one kadai or two kadais. It is like around 2,000 to 5,000 rupees, depending on what the size you're taking it. You may think that using cast iron is good. Cast iron is good, but at the end of the day, the base material is aluminum. So whenever the iron portion is completed, end up seeing the aluminum, right? So even if you may think the clay pot, the next thing nowadays we are seeing is a clay pot. Clay pot is good to use. That's the next healthy option to use, but you need to maintain in a hygiene way, right? The mud particles or anything should not enter to your body, right? So next I will be adding carrot and potato. Let it cook for some time so that then it will be cooked along with the rice. And also adding different colors of vegetables on a daily basis is very good, because each color has its own importance, right? If you will be missing out if you are using only white or you are using only green on a regular basis, right? So you must see that you are getting at least 2 to 3 servings of fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. Now I'll add little salt to it. So I'll stop the meal maker. This one is got cooked. So let me see the water. Yes, it is there. So it's getting cooked. And even if you see, this got cooked properly. I'll show it from here. This got cooked properly, so I'll remove it. Cucumber and the cabbage. So the left is chickpea and the dal. I'll add little bit of water to it. And one more advantage of this is that it cooks on low moist cooking. With very little water, it gets cooked, and your absorption of nutrients also will be there, and you will not see escaping of vitamins and minerals to the vapor, right? Let me put the lid so that it gets cooked. Now let's begin this soya chunk curry. Let it get heated, right? So I was mentioning about the fiber, right, which is very important for the everyday life in a day-to-day basis. For men, you should get around 35 grams of fiber every day, and for girls or the ladies, you need to get around 30 grams, 25 to 30 grams of fiber every single day, so that you will see that your bowel movements are perfect. Every single morning, you will be passing as the first thing in the day, which is very much important for a regular gut health. And it also depends on how much water you're drinking on a daily basis, right? Even during this season also, you need to consume around 2.5 to 3 liters of water depending on your health condition, right? So this got heated up. I'll put it in low flame. So let me add ghee. I added the spices. Basically, let me add these spices to the pulao, then I'll come to the soya curry. You can do this testing at home by taking an aluminium kadai and take tap water in a transparent glass, so that, and take a new Scotch Brite and scrub the vessel, the cleaned vessel. Once you scrub for around 2-3 minutes or maybe maximum 5 minutes and pour the same water in the glass, you will see the discoloration of the water happens. That is, leaching is happening. Let me see, it got cooked. Okay. Yes, perfectly cooked. If you see, less than 15 minutes or maybe 10-12 minutes, it got cooked, right? So, and I did not do any pressure cooking. So let me add this to here, the spices. This is ginger garlic paste. And also one more thing is that you will be seeing the color retention of these vegetables. The orange color remains orange and the green color remains green. And when you pressure cook, what happens is that you will see that the color gets faded away, right? Let me add I'll remove the chickpea from here and continue with my dal. Dal also is almost cooked, so I'll remove after 5 minutes. So basically this is the salad portion which I got cooked. Chickpea, cucumber and cabbage. Now let me add the chili. Now I'm adding the grounded, what is that, onion, coconut and tomato. I have grounded it because it's a gravy curry, right? So I have done a pre-prep before itself. So let it saute for a few minutes. Now I'm adding the green peas to the and tomato. And paneer to it. And the next important factor is that protein consumption on a daily basis for kids, for adults, teenagers and everyone. India is lacking of protein consumption, be it vegetarians or non-vegetarians. What I have seen is that if in my day-to-day client calls or even the follow-ups and all, there is a gap of 10 to 15 grams of protein every single day. So it is very much mandatory required that you need to have 1 kg body weight. For 1 kg body weight, you need to get around 1 gram of protein for adults, and for kids, the requirement is high. It is like 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein on a daily basis. So if you have seen that the black formation, that tarring, so that is only the this one that has come out when you are properly cooked, right? Now I will be adding the rice to it. So I have soaked the rice for 1 hour. and I'm adding the required quantity of water. Let me see whether the curry has improved. Gravy. Comes the custard. Yes, dal has been cooked. If you see that the dal structure has not changed, see, but it has been cooked, right? It took only for me 15 to 18 minutes max to get cooked this dal. I'll add little bit of salt to it and a little bit of turmeric. It is very good to use turmeric on daily basis, so that it has good anti-inflammatory properties and also very good for immunity boosting also. So now I'm adding the water to the curry, right? Still I not added the salt to it. Okay. This is the rice getting cooked. So I'll give a mix and I will switch off the flame for the dal. So if you have seen it, if you have missed it, I'll be showing you one more time. This is the dal got cooked without losing the texture or the fiber content to it, so that the pressure cooking is not at all good for your daily basis, right? And it also breaks away the nutrients and you are not getting enough nutrition to your body. So now I'm switching off the flame for the dal. Right, so let me remove the water from the choya chunk curry. and I'm adding it to the curry. Soya is very good for protein, right? Maybe weekly once or twice I make sure that I add on my daily dishes. Daily diet, so that we get enough. Being a vegetarian, not hardcore vegetarian, so it is difficult to get the protein on a daily basis, right? But we need to make sure that you are getting it on a proper way. So I will remove the dal from the thing. So now we are left with the pulao and the curry to get cooked. So this is the dal, what got cooked. Nice aroma is coming from the pulao and even for the curry. I wish you people are here and sharing the lunch or dinner with me, right? So we can have good, tasty, healthy options meal. So it will take another 10-15 minutes to get this rice cooked, and we are set for the day. So please pass on in the comments what all you give on a daily basis for your kids, like a healthy snacking option. I see that 5 o'clock is a key culprit for anyone, even the kids or even for the adults. They start searching the packets, the packaged food, right? So please read the labels whenever you are trying to have a snacking option, be it murmura, mixture, whatever that comes in a packaged form. It has also equivalent amount of sugars to it, and that is the reason we are seeing a number of cases of kids getting in an obese category, right? During our childhood when we are growing up, these many packaged foods are not available for us. Luckily to be, we are such, right? We used to depend on anything related to homemade upma or poha, vegetable poha. My mom used to prepare. As soon as we come home, she used to prepare vegetable upma or vegetable dosa or pesarattu, so that your tummy gets full and also you will not crave for more junk. So I'll add some salt to the curry. Put the lid. So you no need to check on a daily frequently that what is getting cooked and all. so you can leave it as such and it gets perfectly cooked when you give the proper amount of water to it. Just that I'm opening the lid to show you how it is getting cooked, right? I'm using these utensils quite some time. It has been a big blessing to our family and in respect to terms of health, and it is as such as a one-time investment to my kitchen, so that I don't really use any other cookware, and also having the heavy stuff at home. So please pass on in the comments what cookware you use at home, and how much time you take for on a daily basis, right? The grains are getting cooked. And whatever I have showed you, the dal and the salad cooking and all, it's that cooking where you can cook multiple dishes at one go, and your complete lunch or dinner can be prepared with using that, right? So if you see, the rattling sound is happening, this is the Nutrilog is forming, right? Because of the nutrition is getting, Vitalog is forming, where the nutrition is locked into the vegetables without escaping out. This is the rattling sound which is happening now. I like the gravy to be cooked very properly, so that it is not watery kind of thing, so that we can enjoy the side dish with the pulao. So just 10 more minutes, we are done for the day. So let's do the plating for the salad meanwhile, right? I'll pass on this for the plating. Now I'm cooking for a family of 4, right? The pulao or the curry to it. I'll remove the lid so that water content gets escaped. So make sure that you're getting enough macros and micros on a daily basis, so that you're not end up losing the nutrition values from whatever you're getting to fruits and vegetables, right? How organic vegetable it may be, or the fruit it may be, if the fiber is lost by your cooking, then there's no use. There is no point of having it. Just that nutshell that you're having only the skeleton of it, right? almost cooked. If you see, if you're able to see that, it is getting almost rice particles are almost cooked. Just water content should be removed. On my whole cooking, I have done it on a medium to low flame so that it is not escaped. Right? If you see, the colors are retained as it is, right? Colors, the orange, green, and white. White, anyways, it is the will be white, right? With orange, if you see the carrot, it has been retained. It's almost done. Just give me 5 minutes and we're end. Rice has been cooked. Curry is done, right? Just I'll garnish with coriander. Switch off the flame, and this also I'll be giving it for the plating. This is a heavy bottom steel or whatever it is getting cooked, right? It's almost done. Vegetables are properly cooked, and if you see, there is no losing of the texture, and even the bean is the same thing, right? And your rice did not become mushy. Let the water content go. So basically the main key takeaways from this session is that what I wanted to convey is that first thing is that you need to make sure that fiber is not lost while you're cooking, right? And how can you cook on in a healthy manner, in a quick manner, so that you get all the nutrients absorbed, and cooking multiple dishes in a less span of time. And also the content, whatever you're getting cooked, whatever the vegetable you're putting, the colors are retained, right? So that is the main key takeaways from this program, actually, whatever I'm showing it to you today. So let me complete this. It's done. I want to show you the carrot getting cooked, right? So let it cool it. It's very hot. So let me pierce it with the got cooked completely, right? Sorry. So that is the key. Yeah. Thank you for joining. So hope you had a great session. See you with more healthy cooking sessions so that you can grasp more information about it. And you can always reach out to me if you're looking for more information about how can we do this and where can we get these utensils and what is the easy way to cook and everything. I'm there to help you out, right? So see you in the next healthy cooking session. Signing off. This is nutritionist Krishnaveni. See you all. Have a good day.